Aries, hi, welcome to this channel. This is your weekly reading for the week of August the 4th. Thank you for being here. I hope you are doing well. Let's see what's coming through for you. You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising sign. And if you want to book a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. Send me an email. And if you like what you see here, do remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you. Thanks for your support. So now let's see what's coming through for you. So this is for the week of August 4th through the 10th. On the 11th, Mercury is going direct. So that's a big deal. If you have been, especially if you have been issues with, technical issues, communication issues, things like delays and things like that, then that's good news. Okay, so now let's see what's coming through for you. Aries, your cards are Nine of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Chariot, and Five of Pentacles is on the back of the deck. So Five of Pentacles may have something to do with either you not feeling well. It could be that you are not sleeping well, so that's going to affect your health and your energetic levels. So it could be just that you are just tired. For some, it could be that you are not feeling well. On the other hand, this is also where Five of Pentacles is, it could be that if there is something you are working on, you might come across some delays or things like that. And this is like you thinking about things that are outside of, like that's not in your hands, feeling that sense of helplessness, as if there is nothing we can do. So it may have something to do with things that you don't have control over, or it may have something to do with, relationships. You have Chariot here. Chariot is you being with people who are not on the same page as you are. However, you are still riding the waves actually. So this is you being in control of these situations. It could be opposing forces. For some, it may have something to do with a decision that you have to make. It could be that you don't have the right information. Maybe you are waiting for someone's approval, validation and things like that. So just be aware of this energy and how you want to navigate that situation. Yeah, it may have something to do with a project that you are working on. Maybe you are waiting for more information, waiting for approval, or this could also be happening in your personal life where you are looking for approval, validation, things like that. Just be aware of communication style, because this is where you are feeling bad about something. It could be that you overreacted, or it could be that something that was said or done, you are feeling bad about it. On the other hand, it could also be memories, something that happened a long time ago. Maybe you are thinking about things and you are feeling bad about what happened. And both these cards, Aries, are reminding you to be aware of your own emotions. This is where the energy is reminding you, be brave, be confident. Just be aware of what you have control over, what you don't have control over. And this is also about being aware of your own self-talks, the way you are talking to yourself. And it's all about, looking at that situation from a different perspective. On the other hand, the cards are reminding you, keep the faith. Whatever the situation is, I'm not sure what you are coming across, but the card is reminding you, keep the faith and keep going, but at the same time also take care of yourself and be in touch with yourself to understand what you are coming across emotionally, so you can switch the inner dialogue and stay more positive about things. So yeah, something to do with perspectives here, the way we are seeing something, the way we are understanding something. But it could be valid. I'm not saying it's not valid, whatever it is that you are coming across, but then it's also remembering that we have a choice, So and how long do we want to. Sometimes, yeah, we find ourselves, going through certain emotions, and but it's also important to know how long do we want to remain in that emotion. And so this is mind, thoughts, something to do with thoughts. So yeah, the energy is reminding you, face your fears and face your challenges head on. Be confident, you got this, and keep the faith and keep moving forward. 10 of Pentacles here is completion. So this is number 9 and this is 10. So with this, it feels like you are completing something, you are finishing something. So it could be finishing a project. It may have something to do with your home. If you have been working on, like, if there have been something like renovation, things like that, so that is completing now. This is also celebration. So celebration, community work, it could be a charity event, things like that. So a family function, getting together, and being there for each other. So that's exactly what the card is reminding you. See, if this is how you are feeling in the beginning of the week, then the energy is reminding you there is no need for you to isolate yourself and keep things to yourself, because there are people around who can be with you. It's not about help, it's also about being there. Maybe you can figure things out yourself, you are fully capable of doing it, but it's like, the people who understand, the people who can be there for you is around. So this is where it could be family, it could be friends, it could also be your community, groups you belong to, things like that. So the card is reminding you, we are in this together. We all need each other. So this is, it could be for some of you like a charity event, it could be like community work, or it could be a family function, things like that. And this is also where you are noticing what's around, the blessings that are already present in your life. See, this is opposite energies. This 5 of Pentacles, both are Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles, both these has something to do with your financial stability, something to do with the financial situation. This is where you are it could be that you don't know what to do, and this is where things are changing, meaning it's like whatever it is that you need is there. It could be support, it could be resources, it could be information, things like that. And then with the Chariot, this is also travel coming through for some of you. It could be that you are going somewhere. On the other hand, if this is like, if you are a team lead, it could be that you are managing people who have different ideas about things. So this is where you are finding a way to, this is working together, and finding value in the differences. So acceptance and finding value in the differences is what this energy is. And this could also be conflicting thoughts in your own mind. It could be that there are certain things you want to do, but maybe something is pulling you back. So there is this tug of war happening. And if it feels like you are stuck, maybe this is a process, because number 10 here has to do with completion. And this is where you are going, this is a new endeavor. However, it could be that the next step is not clear yet. So this is where the energy is reminding you to pause, reflect, clarify your own thoughts, be clear about what is it that you want before making any decision, before moving forward with anything. So this is a process that you are going through. It could be that you are going through a transition or something like that. It could be that you are in between jobs, in between relationships. It could be that you are moving, because home is also coming through. On the other hand, it also has to do with a decision that you have to make, or ups and downs of everyday life. So, but what I want to say is, with the Chariot energy, this is victory. This is success, meaning this is self-control. You being aware of the opposing forces. It could be what you are experiencing in your outer world, in your inner world, but this is where you are in control. You are not getting distracted, but you are on top of your priorities. You are aware of what's going on, things like that. So yes, do not get distracted. It's all about, you want to uh, yeah, be aware of what is it that you want before you move forward with anything. Okay, now let's see what's coming through in the oracle cards. Okay, what's happening in the sky? I'm reading for the week of August 4th. On the 6th, Mars enters Libra. Mars is your ruling planet and Libra is your opposite sign. So your ruling planet is entering Libra, and Libra is a card of balance, and it's a card of relationships. So that's what's coming through for you. Since your ruling planet is in Libra, you are embodying the Libra qualities, which is all about relationships and balance. And so yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Opposing forces, but in perfect balance. When I said opposing forces, it could be again internal like conflicting ideas and thoughts you are coming across, or it could be what's happening in your external. It could be people who have different ideas. It could be situations that you are coming across, things like that. So this is where it has to be on the same page in order for you to move forward. So either it's like you are taking a pause. This is a turning point is what I'm seeing, because you also have number 10 here, which has to do with completion. So a turning point. So these opposing forces needs to be on the same page, and you might have to accept the differences, accept the opposites in order for you to move forward with clarity. So yeah, Mars enters Libra, and then on the 9th of August, full moon is happening in Aquarius, and that's also what this energy is about, which is because we are in Leo season, and Aquarius is the opposite sign. Leo is all about self, our goals, what we want, our ideas, individuality, and Aquarius is the collective. So Aquarius has to do with humanitarian efforts, and so Aquarius is the other, Leo is the self. So that is also where the conflict may be coming from, because it's all about, so this full moon energy is all about finding that right balance. How can we be in a group without losing ourselves, without losing our own individuality? How can we ourselves, and honor our own individuality, our own goals, but also find a way to work together in a group. So it could be community, it could be society, it could be your work environment, it could be your personal life, your relationships. So relationship dynamics. So that could be what's happening there. And then Mars in Libra opposes Saturn and Neptune in Aries. So that is also a little bit like tension, because Saturn and Neptune is in your sign Aries, and Mars is your ruling planet, which is in Libra now. So there is an opposition happening. So opposition is also about tension, stress. So just be aware of what's going on and how you want to navigate that situation. Yes. So, and then on the 11th, Mercury is going direct, so which is something that I'm going to talk about in my next week's reading. So now let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. Spirit, please give us a message for Aries. What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? Yes, with the Chariot, something to do with, yeah, you might come across some delays, things like that, but it could be temporary. Okay, so nothing to worry about, maybe just a temporary phase. Maybe this is an opportunity for you to clarify your own thoughts and be clear about what is it that you want. Okay. Aries, your message is God is your source. Yeah, something to do with finance. If there is something you are worrying about, know that there is nothing to be worried about. Number 10 here has to do with abundance, prosperity, resources, knowing, support. So everything you need is there. So what is it that you are worried about? Okay. So the message is everything you need. There you go. Confirmation. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. Yes, there is plenty of abundance, and it totally goes with this card, Aries. So, I don't know, maybe this is something that someone out there need to hear. This is where what I'm seeing is a lack of faith. It could be that something to do with money. It could be that you are spending on something, and you are bills are piling up, and maybe you are worried that you are not able to save or something like that. Then it's also about maybe how can you come up with a budget, and it's about using the money as a tool to do what is that we need to do. So it could be charity, it could be spending on something like your health, something that is, it's about value. So spending responsibly is what I'm seeing. So again, everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. So for some, it may have something to do with something else, not just about money. It could also be, this is also reminding us that, when it comes to competition and everything, we don't have to compete with each other. Whatever it is that we need, there is an abundance, so what's meant for us will always come to us. What is meant for us will always come to us. So we don't have to worry about anything. So Aries, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Please remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. And again, if you like what you see here, do remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for your support. And I will see you in the next reading. Please take good care of yourself, and I hope you have a wonderful week.